Good morning. It's Colette Linden.
And it's Danielle Dupuis. I don't know why I was going off with that. Welcome to the special report, everyone. Good morning.
Good morning. We're a little off, perhaps I am. It's a little gray. But it's Baby Friday. It's Thursday. You know what else it is today?
It's also Nicole's birthday.
Happy birthday, Nicole. She shares her day with, there she is, looking all kind of pretty with her blue eyes. Happy birthday, sweet pea. She celebrates with Willie Nelson today, so happy birthday, Willie.
Happy birthday.
What's the weather like today?
Well, as you can tell, the weather, it's currently raining, and it's going to continue that way up until, it's going back and forth. It was going to rain again on Friday, but now, it's going back and forth. But currently, it's 9 degrees with the chance, with rain, and we are expected to get another 20 to 25 millimeters of rain for the next few days. And as you can see, it's going to be high of 17 on Friday, and then coming to Saturday, it's going to be high of 14 with rain again. So for all you people out there who suffer from sinus pressure, I feel you right now because it's awful.
Yeah, my allergies are a mess too.
And I don't know. With me, the weather just always kind of messes the whole system up.
Well, it's pretty great. It was tough to get out of bed this morning. I'm not going to lie to you. I wonder what Chris has for us today. Over to you, Chris.
Yes, thank you very much. Good morning, Sault Ste. Marie. Yeah, there's a lot of rain out there, unfortunately, but at least all our cars are getting cleaned.
Good point.
Last night I interviewed Councillor Matthew Scott. You can see the video. It's on Facebook Live as of this morning, and it'll be on YouTube this morning as well. For my update today, I'm going to talk about the grocery stores and why are we still seeing shortages of some products at our local grocery stores. Some aisles are stocked full and others are missing a lot of product. So I'll talk about that in a few moments. Back to the desk.
Yeah, I was at Shoppers last night and they're still missing toilet paper.
Really?
Hand sanitizer and stuff like that. So
that doesn't surprise me.
There is a lot going on and a lot going on the roads. But first of all, I want to say thank you to Casey Security for sponsoring our show.
Thanks, Casey.
Thank you very much. And Dan, we will be doing our interview tomorrow. So what's going on with all these drinking and driving charges and impaired driving and stuck driving? It's up quite a bit.
We have 5 come in within the past 2 days. Yeah. That's ridiculous. I'm sorry, but my question is, the cops have got to be hiding pretty well right now to be tracking all of this. So
I don't know. They're doing something good. There's also a missing persons alert out there as well.
Yes, we do. Do you want to talk about the missing persons? I was going to say the police are on advice that for everyone to be on the lookout for this man. His name's Jeff Frolich, sorry if I did mispronounce that. Yep. He was last observed wearing black pants, blue hoodie with the large logo on the back, black and white running shoes, black hat with a white logo, glasses, black gloves with cut off fingers. He was last seen leaving the Esso gas bar eastbound on Trunk Road, and that was at 12:02 a.m. yesterday, so keep an eye out if you do see him. Police are looking for him.
That's scary stuff. That's scary stuff. So yesterday announced there's more frontline workers who are eligible for the emergency daycare. So we have that list posted on our website as well, but that's great. I know media's still not up there, but that's okay. We're also talking about homeschooling. Let me tell you, last night,
is it a struggle?
I could have called Premier Ford myself. Ooh, by the way, he is speaking today at 1 o'clock, and he will be joined with Christine Elliott, wearing something nice, I'm sure. Although yesterday she looked kind of blue.
She blended in a bit.
Yeah, and Monty McNaughton, one of my favorite PPs, and he's the Minister of Labour, so maybe some more announcements there. But yeah, so let me tell you, if you're listening, Minister of Education, Mr. Stephen Lecce, this is getting to be enough. I can't. I need Dante to go back to school. I cannot wait for September, and I'm hoping it's going to be September.
Well, I just couldn't imagine that. You go from here, and then all of a sudden you're turned into, okay, now I'm a teacher, and then it's like, Mom.
And then I forgot about my other son who's 18. I'm like, how's school going? I'm really hoping he's going to figure that out.
And grade 12, correct?
Grade 12? Grade 3, yeah. So I don't know. The math is getting harder. I'm not too sure.
They've changed math over the years, too. It's not the same.
Yes, and then I started to doing nouns and adjectives, and I thought, oh my God, it has been a while since I knew it. Looked at what a noun was. So what else do you got over there, Danny?
We also have sad news for Treetop Adventures. They have announced that they are going to be closing. It is too bad. It's a fun little spot, and with school, schools always took their kids there for it. And some good news with Algoma University. We had a picture sent over to us, and it was longtime Al, physical plant employee, and what he did is he teamed up with someone from the HR department, and they brought over supplies to the Great Lakes Forestry Center.
Cool.
And, you know, they're going to help supply making masks and as well as gloves, and they're going to be going to the Sioux Area Hospital.
Speaking of masks and gloves, we do have our St. John Ambulance hashtag in this together SSM video today. They are putting on some free online webinars, and you can get your certification of first aid and your babysitting. So we're going to cue that up now. Enjoy the video. I'm here today with Jennifer Dixon. She is the local branch administrator for the St. John Ambulance here in Sault Ste. Marie, and she's also a certified instructor. Hi, Jennifer. How are you today?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm doing great. Thank you for asking. I hope you're keeping well and safe during this pandemic.
Safe, yes. Well, that's Coke and chocolate.
That's Coke and chocolate. Okay, well, whatever works, Jennifer. I've got a few questions for you today because you are such an essential service to Sault Ste. Marie. What are some things that you guys are doing to help to continue servicing Sault Ste. Marie during this pandemic?
We stopped our in-classroom hands-on training on March 17th. That was when our Ontario Council shut down classes. So I then spent a week still going to the office and answering questions and emails and phone calls. But after, I think it was March 25th, that we finally said, okay, we're shutting down the office. And we've all been working remotely from home at this point. Still answering emails, still checking voicemails, still providing products and services where we can.
Okay, and do you find that you're still busy? You're receiving a lot of phone calls for requests for assistance?
I am, because we are somewhat considered an essential services because we provide supplies for first aid kits, as well as AEDs, automated external defibrillators.
Right.
So from that point of view, we're still open, and I'm working with individual clients on fulfilling any of their product needs.
Okay.
But our in-class training, because obviously I have to see you do the practicals.
Right.
So you're in my classroom and we're face-to-face, which can't happen at this point in the pandemic.
Okay.
So we've stopped that. What we are still doing in compliance with WSIB is offering a free online first aid refresher course.
Oh, great. Okay.
People. It's free now until the end of May, and people can email me and I can send them the link. It's ssm@sja.ca.
Okay.
And then for any certificates that might have expired, because certificates are good for 3 years, if their expiry date comes up after March 1st, WSIB is allowing some flexibility in there right now until September 30th.
Okay.
So there's no need for people to panic.
Okay, great.
As long as they have at least one certified person on staff at their physical site at all times.
Okay,
That's
great.
WSIB requirements.
Okay. Now, I have a question for you. What is the minimal age for someone who wants to be certified with their first aid certificate?
There really isn't a minimal age. The youngest I've personally taught has been 11.
Okay.
And he went through the full course, hands down, with Scouts Canada.
Okay, great. That's good to know.
And caught on to everything. Generally, for access to our public classes, we ask that they be at least 16.
Okay,
Just because
great.
some of the language and some of the topics can be a bit difficult for younger people.
Okay. Well,
I do offer the babysitting course as well. And that's geared for people 10 to 14.
okay, and that's good to know because right now we do know that, our children are at home, so that might be a service that some parents want to look into. Quickly, before we run out of time today, I wanted to ask you a question related to mental health. Are you seeing this as an issue right now, and how are you combating that if you're seeing that issue?
Well, for me and for people who've taken my classes with me know that mental health is always an issue. It's nothing different than physical health. Everybody has physical health, everybody has mental health. I call it brain health. It's another organ in the body, just like heart health or lung health or kidney or pancreas. It's all the same.
Okay.
So it's always an issue in my world. I struggle with my own mental illness. Now with the pandemic, I'm seeing a lot more inquiries. And if there's a silver lining to the pandemic, it's the fact that now everybody is realizing that mental health matters just as much as physical health.
It absolutely does. Listen, Jennifer, I want to thank you very much for taking the time today to speak with us and update us on what St. John Ambulance is doing, and I wish you well and keep safe.
Thank you. You too.
Have a great day.
Bye.
Bye. Okay. Welcome back. Yeah, that was an interview with St. John Ambulance, and it was really nice how she brought up the mental health at the end of that interview. And again, mental health is a very prevalent thing, especially right now. People are having a lot more time at home and a lot more issues maybe running through their head, maybe worried about money. So we will actually post some more mental health issues, or mental health links, and we'll talk about them this afternoon to help you out. But we will be right back with a commercial break with Chris after this. Welcome back. I don't know if you noticed, but I was wearing a blue button-up shirt in that interview, and when I threw it to Chris, you might take a look at what he's wearing too right now. Did you borrow my shirt, Chris?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we both use the same stylist apparently here in Sault Ste. Marie. I think we both need to have a little conversation with our stylist and maybe have them not have us all wear exactly the same thing.
I think it looks great. It's a great shirt.
But anyways, over to COVID-19 stuff. Let's talk about grocery stores. When this first started, I went on the air and said, please stop buying toilet paper, all the hand soap, hand sanitizer, etc. And that did subside and people stopped filling their freezers and just buying everything off the shelves. However, we're still seeing shortages in some areas. And a lot of this actually has nothing to do with not having the product, but a lot of it has to do with we just don't have the packaging to put it in. So for example, if you look at the famous iconic Robin Hood flour brand in their bright yellow packaging that's been around forever, it's not in yellow packaging anymore because they could only find white and brown packaging. So they had to redo the actual outside of the bags because they don't have their printing for the yellow bags. They ordered so many and then they could not get any more because the supplier couldn't print them anymore because they were printing other stuff. They have to go somewhere else to get that bag printed and couldn't get the same design. Now, the other thing we're seeing too is our eating patterns are changing. So for example, 3/4 of all the French fries eaten in Canada are eaten in either sit-down restaurants like a Swiss Chalet or fast food restaurants such as McDonald's. And so we have a whack load of French fries right now. We also have a ton of potatoes, mushrooms, and pork. But we're seeing, and they're actually euthanizing pigs right now because the storage for pork is already full, plus the stores are full. So there's nowhere to actually put the meat and keep it so it's useful to us that it doesn't go bad. So they're actually not even able to make pork right now. And on top of that, we also have some other things such as eggs. Eggs, when you go to the store, we buy them in a dozen in a package. Well, restaurants buy eggs a lot of the times in a bag where the egg has already been liquefied and it's out of the shell. Egg sales in stores are up 27%. Egg sales in restaurants are way down, but the actual overall demand for eggs is actually flat. They're selling the same amount of eggs as they normally would. People are just consuming them differently. So it's interesting to see what's going on in our grocery stores and why there's still some shelves that are empty, and that's why. And if you would like to learn more about COVID-19 today, I will be back at 1 o'clock. And tonight I will have part 2 of my Paris Marks interview. Part 1 was on Tuesday, where he and I talk about the future of public transportation. Back to the desk.
Thanks, Chris.
Thanks, Chris.
Looking forward to that. So, when you have pets and we've been home and now, the rollout where everybody's going to kind of go back to regular living, they're asking you what to do with your pets. How do you prepare your pets to get back to the work size? They're saying leave them alone for 5 minutes there's time periods where you have to leave them alone, put them in a room just to prepare them for when you go back to work.
Really? I didn't even know that was like an actual thing.
Yeah, it is. So we'll get into that later at 1 o'clock. But I want to thank you, Casey Security, for your sponsoring this show. Make sure you visit Algoma Marketplace. Go to SiouxOnline.com and click it on the right-hand side. # In This Together SSM. We'll be back at 1 o'clock today. Have a great morning.
See ya.